City Council of February 21st, 2019 to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Here. I think so.
Alderman Jacobs?
Here.
Alderman Messina?
Here.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Here.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Here.
Alderman Neil Wesley?
Here.
Alderman R. Wesley? Here. Alderman Woods?
As always, here.
Nice.
Mayor Police?
Here. Declare a quorum. Please stand. Join the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
My buddy's here.
I need a motion to approve the February 7th,
So moved.
2019
Second.
minutes. Okay, Alderman Wesley, Eugene Wesley, and Alderman Sismarski. Any comments, corrections, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Next, I do have one comment card. If Mr. Hesterock could please go to the podium. Chief, I think he's going to want you there.
No.
Chief gave us speed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Hasterrock, 330 Maple Avenue, Wooddale, Illinois.
Could you spell that for me, please?
I give it right there.
I just wanted to, I've lived in this town for over 30 years, okay? And I've seen a lot of things come and go. But you know what? Sometimes we as people take things for granted, okay? Sometimes we don't always acknowledge what people do for us, okay? So tonight, as a small gesture for the police, to the police department and to our fire department too, okay? But to our police department, I'd like to give them a little something, okay, to let them show that we people do care about the ones in Wooddale. Jeremy? Chief Vista, on behalf of, well, me, and anybody who appreciates what the police department, in all kinds of weather, in all kinds of situations, no matter what time of the day or night, these people are always there for us, okay? I'd like to present this to Chief Vista, okay, on behalf of myself, and if anybody else, like I say, feels the same way I do, Chief?
Mr. Hastrock, I want to say thank you. I know you've been a past member of our Citizen Police Academy, an enthusiastic supporter with your replicas of the old Wooddale police cars, and always out there putting the good name of Wooddale, not just in our town, but driving in other towns and showing off some history from the past. So we appreciate the support of the community and the council that we always get. Hopefully this makes it through midnight shift tonight. But no, we'll make sure to regularly restock it, and I will pass along your kind words to the rest of the agency, and we certainly appreciate it, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
And Chief, just to stay on the police department, this weekend I was at Frank's and a gentleman pulled me over. His name was Sebastian, lives around Prospect, and Mary Jane. I believe that's what he said. And he's 90 years old. He was walking in the great weather we're having, and he fell. And one of your officers happened to see him and pulled over, helped him up, and he was very, very happy. And want to thank you guys for the great work you do. Any other citizens wish to be heard on matters not listed on the agenda? I do have two written communiques. First, the Historical Society basically sent us a letter requesting the money we usually give them. They asked for Normally we give 6,500. They were asking if we could go up to 7,000. Then they also asked for an additional 5,000 They had some roofing issues, and they're having some drainage problems over at the property. I spoke to Judy, and she said the roof is done, but the water runoff stuff is not. I told her about our cost share with the rear yard drainage. Unfortunately, Mr. Murmas tells us it's for residents, but if the council wishes to make that change, I'm not sure if we have to have a meeting for that, or if that's council direction for nonprofits to add the nonprofits to the rear yard drainage. Mr. Murmas, I couldn't remember if you said, do we need direction?
We probably need to take it back to council just to
Okay.
amend the policy.
Okay, so that'll be done. And then I told her about the facade program, and we're also gonna look into that, and this will be coming up at budget anyways, but
We're not voting on this tonight.
no, that's just another item coming up. Actually, it could come up next week. Christie's Restaurant, this is from Gus Frenzos. He's asking for a liquor license. It says, ladies and gentlemen of the council, we at Christie's have in Wooddale been here for over 35 years, and we love the people here and we've done our best to satisfy customers, but he is looking for a liquor license, being that, the economy's been tough. He's looking at adding possibly a couple gaming machines. So that'll come to the committee next week. I know it's budget next week, but I think this one will be a simple one unless I hear a lot of objections. I doubt it. But that'll be up to Gus to handle. All right? Okay, next, on the mayor's report, we'll start with the first item. I need a motion for resolution seeking to endorse a legislative action program of the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference for the 2019 legislative
I'll make the
action.
motion.
Second.
Who made this one?
Art and Mike.
Art and Mike.
Questions? We can do all in favor here. There's no mic. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Did you say opposed? Roy's opposed, one opposed. Okay. Next item, resolution seeking to approve an agreement contract between the City of Wooddale and Arena Americas for Prairie Fest 2019 in a not-to-exceed amount of $17,000. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
We got 2 seconds.
Peter was second. Any questions on this? Need a roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizbarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley. Yes. Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Okay, and that passes. Next, resolution in support of adoption of the interim Fly Quiet Runway Rotation Program. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion. It was Art.
Art.
Any questions on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Okay, next, city manager's report.
One item tonight, some of you may have heard already, Randall residents, our senior housing on Wooddale Road, or on Irving Park Road, is now changing their name to the Radcliffe. This was announced at a Chamber of Commerce meeting late last week. The management team announced this exciting new direction the facility is taking. With a new brand and a message, the Radcliffe will focus on offering luxury living and quality care to its residents. High-end dining, independent and assisted living options in addition to memory care, the Radcliffe offers its residents a truly unique experience. It has always been the intention of ownership to have a greater focus on luxury services than the Randall brand carried in its other locations. Since the change earlier in February, the population has actually increased more than 25% with their kind of soft rebranding. The ownership group has asked Alan Sameka to take over the operations of the facility to better meet the needs of the residents in Wooddale and the marketplace overall. Alan intends to join us at a future council meeting. He couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted me to share these exciting details with you and let you know he'll be coming to visit probably in the next council meeting or two to talk more about the rebranding efforts.
Alderman Wesley, you had a question on this?
Not on this. I have something else to ask him. You want it under the other business, or can I ask him now?
Go ahead.
On November 1st, Jeff, at our meeting, I asked about the properties that the city owns and how we're marketing it. I have not received anything by email or how you're marketing it. You said there was in some magazines and stuff, and I asked you for a copy of those.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mr.
I can put that information back in the manager's report. I thought I gave it to you already.
Okay. All right, does that conclude your report?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Next, consent agenda. I entertain a motion. We have one item on the agenda.
Second.
No objections? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Now, need a motion to approve the item. Item number 1, resolution seeking to approve an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Wooddale and the Wooddale Park District for certain police services. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes. Next, committee chairman reports, planning and zoning, Alderman Woods.
I have one report, Mayor. An ordinance approving and causing publication of the City of Wooddale's 2019 official zoning map. That is my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley.
No.
Alderman Woods.
Yes,
And that passes.
that's the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public health and safety, Alderman Sorrentino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public works, Alderman Sismarski.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Finance and administration, Alderman Messina.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Under other business, airport noise, Alderman Jacob.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Stormwater commission, Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Mayor, I actually do have a
Go
report.
ahead. Nice.
Last night was the Stormwater Committee meeting last night. They were wondering if the council members could get copies of their minutes to them in the packet. They would like the
I
stormwater.
believe we get those already, but Mr. Murmas?
No, we don't.
I think we do, but if not, I'll throw them in the monthly reports. That's probably a good place for them.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
All right. Anything else?
That's all they had.
All right, thank you.
Mayor.
Approval list of bills?
Mayor.
What else?
Other business, right?
This is other business, yes. Go ahead,
I
Alderman
just want to
Sismarski.
reiterate what I said last week about asking you and the council about looking into the joint park district and the city council. Is not that for the employees of the town, employers of the town to be able to have kids go to the ECEC?
Right. I don't-
As a court, it wasn't park district, I'm sorry, it was the school district now, so I found that out, so,
all right, The manager's making the,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's on my list to do.
thank you.
okay, next. Approval list of bills, Alderman Messina.
One report, Mayor. List of bills dated February 21st, 2019, in the amount of $827,625.46. That is my motion.
Second.
So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second by Alderman Jacob. Questions?
I have none.
Alderman Roy Wesley, go ahead.
Itasca Bank interest, how much are we up to on that loan,
Mr. Wilson,
wherever he's at?
it's probably about 47,000. I think it was 30, 35, 32. It's today's 17, right, if I remember right. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, I believe we were around 35,000, and so tonight being about 12,000, that would put it at about 47,000. Life to date on that one.
When are we,
Go ahead, Alderman Wesley, follow up.
looking to get rid of that?
Mr. Wilson.
Sure, so the face of it was a 5-year term, and so we're gonna be paying it down over the course of the 5 years unless there's some transactions and then, sales of properties, and then it would go to pay that down quicker than the 5 years.
Follow up?
Nope.
Thank you. Alderman Eugene Wesley, had a
Yeah, I did find one. It can't be a day without me asking a question on it. On page 5, for the lights for the city hall, there's a freight charge. Wasn't that part of the agreement for shipping those to us?
Go ahead, Mr. Urick.
No, what was approved was the purchase of the material itself. We didn't know how much the freight charge would be. And then when they sent it to us, they only charged us for the material itself, and then they forgot to charge us for the shipping, so that came as a separate bill.
Go ahead, follow up.
No, that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Alderman Jacob.
Going back to what Alderman R. Wesley was talking about, when are we expecting closing or for the one property to happen? Do you have that date by any chance?
Mr. Murmas?
I don't have that date. Those are negotiations are still in flux, so it's open-ended right now.
Go ahead.
And that'll be, how much money we'd be getting, $1 million?
2.1.
2.1, okay, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, that would pay off the entire line of credit.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
I have one more.
Yes, go ahead, Alderman Wesley.
Thornton, page 10, Economic Incentive Program, payment 16, 29,000. Is this tax incentive from when Thornton was built up on Devon?
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
How many more payments are onto that?
Would you know that, Mr. Wilson? Go ahead.
Oh, sure. So the original agreement was 1.25 million in rebates or 20 years, whichever comes first. This was payment 16, there's 2 years, so this was the end of the 8th year of that agreement. So there's 12 years, maximum of 12 years left. We've paid approximately a little over, I believe, 400,000 on that to date. And so if you just straight line that out, that would get them to about $1 million. So based on current run rate, it looks like we'll get to the 20 years before the 1.25.
But the tax,
Good.
this tax incentive is, if there was nothing there, this is new money. If they don't sell nothing, they don't get nothing. Correct?
Mr. Wilson.
That is correct.
Anything else?
Nope.
And just so for the record, that deal was not really in the city's favor, but that's why I voted against it. Anyways, need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Approve the bills.
We need, we didn't take a roll call yet. Roll call on the bills. Yeah,
You ready for the roll call?
roll call, yes.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Martino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman D. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman R. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
We're having fun, but yes.
You voted yes for something, shut.
All right, next, need a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.